In a bid to reduce the housing deficit in Lagos, the state governor, Babajide Sanwo, has commissioned another 100 housing units in Ikate, Elegushi area of Lekki that will cater for more residents in the state.
The Lagos state government is keeping to its words by providing homes for residents and also reducing the housing deficit in the state. Another housing project has been completed at Ikate, Elegushi, Lekki area of Lagos. Governor Babajide Sanwo makes his way to the area to commission the project. The modern housing scheme put together by the State Development and Prosperity Corporation consists of 68 terraces of 4 bedrooms and 32 flats of 3 bedrooms.
Before Bayview Estate became what you are seeing here today, I can boldly say that the former state was a far cry from the beautiful edifice and compound that we are seeing. This land was marshy, it was waterlogged, it was swampy, and the typical terrain in this area was such that to this end we would like to acknowledge the massive investment committed by our partner to raise the level, that is Mr. Limited, in the substructural element of the estate. He actually had to raise the level of this estate from where it was by about almost 3 meters of sand filling to take it far above all the surrounding spaces here to prevent the problem of flooding. This estate is 100 units, comprises of 32 units of 3-bedroom flats with mid-room and 68 units of 4-bedroom terraces with mid-room as well. The estate is with high quality of finishes. It has fitted kitchen, high quality of sanitary fixtures, other facilities like what we call the community center or the clubhouse. We have water treatment plant, we have generator house. We also have IPP connected to the generator power and the national grid.
Partners of the project are excited about the new scheme.
One of the things that have always been important to us was to benefit our stakeholders, to make sure while the company grew, the people who were involved with the company grew and the societies we dealt with grew. That vision was shared by His Excellency Mr. Governor, who wanted wonderful houses at affordable prices for the people of Lagos State. I thank you for the shared vision, sir. And with that shared vision, we came to this site that we have now, and we had enough water here for someone my height to drown. That was in 2017, July. We signed the contract and eventually moved to site in 2018. We had the challenges that a usual construction company would have along the way. But we had excellent partners who basically stood by us through thick and thin. Our goal was to provide the best houses that we could manage. We tried to do the best by the state, and I hope the people who bought and LSDPC are proud of what we are, as proud as we are of what we have delivered.
And the State Commissioner for Housing says more schemes will be delivered for residents.
I wish to reiterate that in commissioning Bayview Estate, the state government is delivering its 11th housing estate. There are still many others in various stages of completion in several parts of the state. And I'm glad to report that concerted efforts are being made on all ongoing housing projects to bring into fuller reality the resolve of Mr. Babajide Sanwo to change the narrative in the housing sector for better. It is worthy of note that Bayview Estate is an affordable luxury project, which is a joint venture scheme handled by LSDPC and Mr. Limited. It comprises of 68 terraces and 32 flats in this eyebrow area. The inclusion of this genre of housing scheme in our portfolio is part of our social inclusion housing policy in ensuring that all classes of inhabitants are catered for by this administration. It's also part of our goal of developing a 21st century economy that housing development should encompass luxury apartments as it is the manner in cities of our caliber worldwide.
Governor Babajide Sanwo emphasizes that the project is designed to provide decent housing for urban dwellers in the highbrow area of Lekki. He also drops the good news about the Ibeshe scheme and others.
For us is to say that we're not about excuses. We're not about giving to all the things that could go wrong. COVID-19 came, we had all of the pandemic, we had a slowdown in the economy, but what we had promised our citizens and our people will continue to ensure that we'll meet those promises. And so, like the commissioner to have said, we've done 11 housing estates in less than 3 years, over 2.5 years that we came into government, right? And we still have a lot more that we're pushing. We should, before the end of next month, be handing over the Ibeshe housing estate. That's a massive, massive, massive project that I'm very, very happy to have also been identified with. LSCPC and Ministry of Housing are pushing that. It's a total of almost 500 units, 480. And at that commissioning, we'll also be laying the foundation for phase 2 of that Ibeshe housing estate. We'll also have the Shongotedo. We're going to be commissioning the phase 1 of Shongotedo. Shongotedo is over 1,000 flats, but the phase 1 of it is over 744 flats. We want to ensure before the end of the year that we also hand over, phase 1 of Shongotedo, which will be about 744 units. We'll also have houses that we're trying to complete at Odonosa in Agbowa. That also we're pushing all our contractors to ensure that we complete. And of course, the Undubuse Kano housing estate in Bagada. That also, we just have a little bit of snags here and there to finish. And we're hoping that before the end of this year or early next year, first quarter next year, we also should be able to hand over Undubuse Kano housing estate in Bagada. Because we're in a dynamic environment and we'll continue to work with our private sector developers. So there's so many other private sector schemes that we're jointly working with the organized private sector to be able to have houses that are affordable, that are accessible to our citizens. We'll be using this estate to raise families, to bring up children, and I'm sure they will keep it well.
11 housing schemes have been delivered under the administration of Governor Sanwo. He's also using this opportunity to assure residents that all local government areas will benefit from the affordable housing scheme.